Real Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage. Podcast.
Yes.
You got me, myself, Lord Rap. You got OG Clee going on a vacation. You got Corn the Barber. He was supposed to be here. I don't know what happened. And today we got a very, 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 very special guest. Now, this young lady, you might know her from, I don't know where you might know her from. You might know her from, I know you're gonna know her from Oakland if you're from Oakland. But you might know her from school. You might know her from being around the way at Laney. You know what I'm saying? Taking a communications class or two. You might know her from the hood, but she's best known for, or most known for, her challenges on the internet initially. She's a brilliant rapper, a beautiful young lady, and she come from Oakland, California. We got Ali Cocaine in this thing today.
Okay, that was a wonderful introduction. Shout out to you.
Man, I try, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta give you the No Vultures disclaimer, right?
He about to.
You know what I'm saying? The No Vultures disclaimer is...
He gonna make me walk out of here like Birdman. What?
No. We actually started this podcast because we didn't like the way other platforms was getting down as far as our people, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Because a lot of times we get portrayed as inherently bad people, you know what I'm saying? People that want to funk, people that want to beef. But they don't know the insides of what it's like to be us and to be in our world. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times the guests and the culture get to, like, you know what I'm saying, dictate what people think about us. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Fair. So we try to detest that, you know what I'm saying, and go the opposite way. So now that we got that out the way, Ali Cocaine.
Yes.
Oakland, California?
Yes.
East, west, north?
From the west.
From the west. All right, tell me about that. Where you went? Lowell?
I went to Mac. I actually went to Edendale.
Oh,
and,
okay.
I went to school in Hayward.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So what was it like? So you grew up in the 90s, late 90s. Mm-hmm. What was it like in your neighborhood? Like, what was the flavor? Like, young Ali Cocaine walking through the hood, what was the flavor?
I mean, shit, it just was what it was. You know, I had older parents. I had stricter parents, you know what I mean? So I wasn't, like, out in the streets doing hella shit, you know what I mean? Like, I was very, not even sheltered, but I just was very well taken care of in the sense of being educated and being gamed up on, you know, the risk and the rules of it. So I wasn't out here just out spending the night out doing all the extra ass shit. So, like, you know, I just grew up, you know, like I said, with older parents, and I was just well protected. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't judge people. I don't, like, you know, do none of that. I don't pat, but you would never know that. Yeah, well, I mean, you would never know Ali Cocaine has strict parents. Well, this is the thing, though. You know, I got older siblings as well. So, like, my parents are probably y'all grandparents' age. So my dad is 63. Okay. And my brothers are, you know, in their early 40s. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's where a lot of my game come from. That's where a lot of my street smarts come from. Just having that older influence. So, you know what I mean? So what was you like as a youngster? Did you love music? Like, what was the soundtrack to your life? Was it something's telling me it was a whole lot of Hot Boys? Oh my God, you know it. You know it. That's so funny. You like the second person that's mentioned that, because I love Lil Wayne. I love the Hot Boys Turk. It just was like, because it was super flavorful. You know what I mean? And for me, and it was like kind of good. It was ass shaking, and it was hype. Yeah. Not hypey, but hyped. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why sometimes people be hearing like a little like accent when I rap and shit, but it's just like, you know, and then my mom's originally from Louisiana, so you know what I mean? Like that's my shit. Hot Boys definitely for sure.
So when you growing up and you listening to the Hot Boys, are you like super are you living like that? Are you wearing soldier rags, or are you wearing Jabos? Are you wearing Reeboks? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely had some Jabos. That's for sure. Definitely had Jabos, and I was a tomboy, so I always had the big shirts on, Air Force Ones type shit. You know what I mean? For me, it was like both. So I'm like a tomboy, but I'm like liking the sex appeal for the video vixens and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? So for me, it was just like, it was like the best of both worlds, you know what I mean? Because I see the girls like living it up with the rappers and shit like that, but then I see the niggas like just having a balling, you know what I mean? So for me, it just was like, oh yeah, that's some shit I want to do.
So you knew that at that age?
I didn't know I wanted to do music at that age.
Okay.
That's the crazy part. I just was influenced by it. And then again, having those older siblings, it was like a lot of that, a lot of Nas, a lot of like Mary J. Blige, you know, a lot of oldie but goodies, Earth, Wind and Fire. You know what I mean? So I always had like flavor with my taste of music.
Okay.
But I didn't really want to do music until I got older, maybe like middle school. I wanted to start doing music. But I just was influenced by it as far as like what it looked like.
Okay.
So I started off like really writing like stories, like once upon a time type shit. Yeah. So I've always liked to write. Yeah. I've always liked to write.
Real stories.
Yeah. Like I have a lot of stories that I've written. I just haven't put them to beats yet.
That's
you
crazy.
know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot of components.
But you know what I compare that to? Because I like to I like to use other people that come before us as a gauge to who we are, right?
Yeah.
Kind of in the game. And I know from doing my studying on you that you love Nicki Minaj, right?
That's my bitch.
And
anybody that don't like Nicki Minaj, like, exit stage left.
Yeah. So I know that, right? So but I can also see why. Like somebody like that, see, there's layers to this. Like you can't, you could be a rapper,
right?
But that's one dimensional,
right?
Like and that's probably why you consider yourself a boss already, because you got your vision. You know what you want.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I like that. I think I like that about women from Oakland in general. Like, but especially like musicians. Like, just think about it. Like Sheila E. Like presence, just you know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Just bossy. You
Pebbles,
know, even Queen Latifah. Like, you know, a lot of people be kind of like forgetting, but like when I look at Queen Latifah, I look at so many different components. I'm a mama, y'all.
Man, that's the we love
legacy.
that. We love that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, so when I look at Queen Latifah, I see not only like a woman, but I see a boss. You know what I mean? Acting. Damn, these is really hard to get out, man. You know, I see a boss not only doing music, being a woman for women, but also, you know, like acting,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
Songwriting and things of that sort. So like Queen Latifah, somebody that I also admired just seeing growing up, because you know she was in the movies and stuff too.
Did you like? Because I told another female rapper this recently. I told her to go back and study all the greats, and so I sent her a lot of those videos. MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, Yo Yo.
Yep.
And then I sent the I Want to Be Down remix.
Yes.
Because I always had, like, I loved when they did that for the awards again recently, but I always wanted to see some females do that again.
Yeah.
Like Ladies Night, that was cool too, but
Right.
I Want to Be Down just had that slap that was just undeniable. I always wanted to see that done again.
Definitely.
So maybe I just put
Noted.
a bug in your ear.
You know, it get tricky out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the difference between the women and the men are that we are pitted against each other, and it's not seen as a compliment. It's more so seen as a diss.
Yeah.
So like if somebody comparing me to somebody else, if she wrong, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's dope.
Right.
Hell yeah,
Right.
let me step into that shoe, or
Right.
let me, you know what I mean,
Right.
acknowledge that.
Right.
And that's how men kind of take it. Like Jay-Z and the Lil Wayne thing. It's like, okay, it's Lil Wayne. He like, hell yeah, compare me to Jay-Z, nigga. That's
Right.
a stamp on my
Right.
back. You know what I
Right.
mean? But with women, not only are they pitting us against each other, but there's a lot of ego in the room, and there's not a lot of like, all right, let's just run a play type of behavior. Like, you don't gotta be my friend, you don't gotta be my sister. We can run a play, do the shit. I don't gotta talk to you after this.
Yeah.
Promote the record, or you know, promote whatever it is that we doing, and let that be that. You know what I mean? So I think it'd be dope if I could pull it off. If I could spin a block,
I think you could pull it off, and I'm gonna say that because that's a mental note. I mean, I want to ask you about something later, because I think that you are very diplomatic, and I believe even if it's someone that you don't particularly care for, you just professional, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even,
I don't
you know
care
what I'm
about
saying?
it,
And so that's also a sign to me of somebody coming from some real shit. Like, I know what time it is in these streets. Why we rap?
Why we playing?
Like,
You know what I mean? And I think it's like, unfortunately, turn it down, honey. Unfortunately, they won't. You know, you don't gotta be kumbaya. You don't have to be friendly. That's fine if you create relationship outside of it. But it's like, it's the entertainment industry, it's the music industry, and I'm a person that studies that. I'm studying the business. I'm not just studying the music. You know what I mean? So it's like, if it work, if it makes sense, it's gonna make cents and dollars. You know what I mean? So that's the type of person that I am. And it's like, when I see Nicki Minaj, I see why she reigned for so long. It's because she just was on her boss hog.
For real.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people discredit Nicki, but it's just like, you got to understand, like, it's a lot of mediocrity going on, which is why she had it for so long. Yes, the standard was high, but the quality of the music and the content was amazing.
Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. It's like, it's a new time. It's a new age. Of course, that new door opening for other, you know, female artists is, is amazing. It's beautiful, but keep in mind there's a lot of mediocre shit going on because what door was open.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not for all women. If it work, it work.